I arrived at the lake for fishing at about 12 o'clock. I fished until it got dark, until 12 in the evening. When I came back, I saw my dog Bill under the car and did not want to get out. He was very frightened. I was somewhat alarmed and decided to spend the night in the car this time instead of in the tent. I realized that it would be better to leave, but I didn't want to drive on a forest road in the dark. I dressed warmer, pulled my frightened dog out from under the car and shoved him into the car. Climbed in, drank tea with sandwiches and decided to go to bed and leave in the morning. I was starting to fall asleep, but then suddenly I had to go to the toilet. I got out of the car, put on my headlamp, walked about 10 meters away to one of the trees, did the job and went back. And then suddenly there was a scream. It was the most horrible scream I had ever heard. It was deafening, high-pitched, almost squeaky. I'd say it was a girl in her 20s. But the worst part was that it wasn't screaming in the distance. It felt like it was screaming right in my ear, like the person who was screaming was a meter away from me. And the screaming didn't stop. It stretched out like a bagpipe howl, and it seemed to get louder and louder. I ran to the car, and the screaming stopped immediately. And I heard the flapping of wings behind me. The next second I felt a blow to my back just below the base of my neck. A synchronized blow as if from two fists 15 centimeters apart. My eyes went black, I fell down, and felt a powerful stream of air coming from somewhere above me, dust rising all around me. I tried to get up and run to the car, but my body wouldn't listen. From somewhere above and from the side I heard that damn scream again. I rolled over on my back, the screaming stopped again, there was complete silence, and then the worst thing happened, and in the light of my headlamp I saw the one who had attacked me. I wish I hadn't seen it. I was lying on my back, and for a second or two I looked up at the sky. Then the creature flew over me, literally 20 centimeters from my face. It flew completely silently, as if planning, and slowly enough, as if it wanted me to see it in detail. I saw a white, covered with either feathers or fur, the size of a large dog, a body with huge white webbed wings. But the most frightening thing was the head. It was a bald white human head. The face was angular, like a plaster mask, or the face of a marble statue. The eyes were closed. The thing flew over me completely silently, then flapped its wings again and flew higher, disappearing into the darkness. There was another shriek. I jumped up and ran toward the car, which was about 3 meters away. The shrieking stopped, and I heard the flapping of wings again behind me. I flew through the right front door, climbed into the driver's seat, and started the car. Bill was lying on the floor between the back and front seats. I heard a few thuds on the roof of the car, must have been from the thing's wings. The car started, and I sped through the woods toward the highway, miraculously fitting into the curves of the narrow road. A horrible, blood-curdling scream sounded in my wake.